it's your boy, Barca Boy 103. Just finished watching the match. Barcelona beat Real Valladolid 1-0 with Dembele scoring in the 90th minute to give Barcelona all the 3 points and make them go 1 point off the top of the league of Atletico Madrid. Terrible game to watch. First half was very boring. Second half we pulled into it. Koeman switched the tactics, made the right changes, and Barcelona got 3 massive points with Dembele getting that goal. Starting lineups on the screen right now, it was the Gala 11 from Ronald Koeman. He picked the strongest side, the exact same team that beat Real Sociedad 6-1 and Huesca at the Camp Nou 4-1. There was a lot of concern for, of course, Messi and De Jong getting those yellow cards that would make them suspended for the El Clasico, but they didn't, so they'll both be playing that game. And of course, De Jong's fitness concern was also a concern as well, but they all came out of that game and it was absolutely brilliant. Of course, there's only one goal to review, and it was the final goal in the last minute. I believe it was Ricky Puig in the top of the area, making some space. Cross comes in field, came back out to Ricky Puig, brings it back to De Jong. Then De Jong did another cross again. Araujo went for the header, and the header hit the defender, then hit Araujo's head. Dropped to Dembele. Dembele just absolutely leathers it into the net and made it 1-0. Gave Barcelona all the 3 points on the night. What a goal. What a moment. Team performance on the night overall, it's going to have to get an average 6 out of 10. I felt like the first half an hour of the game was very sluggish from Barcelona. Real Valladolid were dominating and had the better chances. But the last 15 minutes before halftime, Barcelona came into the game, had that nice chance when Pedri hit the post. Other than that, wasn't really that much in the first half. Second half came in, Koeman switched to a 4-3-3, made that triple sub, bringing in Braithwaite, Trincao, and Araujo, which absolutely changed the game. Barcelona were way more on the front foot. Then Boost was an absolute sitter as well in that second half where he drove it across and Messi made a great save. By the way, again, their keeper turning into prime Nori, and of course it was one of our former keepers as well. But in the end, Barcelona kept on pushing and finally got that goal. Mentally, I'll probably give Barcelona a 10 out of 10. They didn't give up until the last second of the game, but the performance overall is definitely going to get a 6 out of 10. Let's get it now to the player ratings. We're going to start with Marc-Andre ter Stegen in goal. I'll give ter Stegen an average 6 out of 10. Was quiet, didn't really have to do much. Some of his passing in that first half was very poor. The first pass he had to make on the night did go out for a throw in. Other than that, he controlled the game very well from his aspect. He had a lot of long throws that always went to the player, and his long passes were connecting as well. Didn't really have to make that many saves. All the shots came at him, and of course the bar couldn't really do anything about that. So overall from him, we'll give him a 6 out of 10. Into the 3 center backs now. We'll start with Mingueza on the right center back spot. I'll give him probably a 6 out of 10 as well. Did what he had to do, picked up a yellow card, got subbed off, only played 60 minutes. I felt like he controlled that right-hand side, did well in the defensive aspect. Attacking-wise, didn't really get forward that much, and then, picked up that yellow card. So overall, probably a 6 out of 10 for Mingueza. Center back was, of course, Frankie de Jong, who did put in that cross with the Dembele goal. I'm probably going to give de Jong a 7.5 out of 10. Poor guy's running on low tank, man. He's been playing so many games week in, week out, and he still puts in another top performance. I love the guy to death. He's been an absolute revelation this season, especially in that second half of the season. I love the man so much. He puts on the shirt and he fights in his fights. His stamina must be unbelievable, by the way, but I'm going to give him a 7.5 out of 10. And to the left center back spot was, of course, Clement Lenglet, and I'm going to give him an 8 out of 10. And my man of the match. I think Lenglet tonight was absolutely superb. First half had a lot of great clearances, a lot of great tackles. Of course, had that one header that he flicked over. If he didn't, the Valladolid player would have scored. He had that nice little shot in the second half as well, which was on target. Was one of the Dembele shot that is sky high. But I think he did defend today very well, and his passing at the back was great as well. So I'm going to give him an 8 out of 10. Into the wing backs now. We're starting with Serginho Dest. I'm going to give Serginho Dest a 6 out of 10. Thought he was average today. Did what he had to do. There was a tackle on him that should have been a free kick. Got in the box a lot, defended very well, but he was very sluggish in defensive transition. He was always, walk back or jog. Wasn't really showing that fight that we like to see, especially like Frankie de Jong shows that fight. But I'm not going to, knock up scores for that. I think his performance tonight was pretty much a 6 out of 10. Into the other wing back now was Jordi Alba. Again, I'm going to give him a 6 out of 10 as well. Very average, like we always just said. Had that one chance in the second half where he should have shot it. In the end, he crossed it. I thought he, got over that. I thought he knew when to shoot, when to cross. He should have shot. I don't know why he crossed it into the box when there's 5 players on Braithwaite and Messi. Retarded from him. Other than that, did what he had to do. Defended very well today. I thought he was doing better today in the defensive aspect than the attacking aspect. But overall, his performance was definitely a 6 out of 10. Into the 2 midfielders, we'll start with Sergio Busquets, only playing 60 minutes or so. So I'll give Busquets, I think, a 7 out of 10. I thought he was brilliant. It's Busquets, man. He does what he has to do. Moves the ball from back to front at an absolutely highest levels. Was defending very well. Had a lot of good interceptions as well. Good tackles. But again, he was pretty much tired in that second half. And Barcelona needed, bring on more attacking players. So now, he was sacrificed at the end of the day. But I do think his performance was above above average, and I'm going to give him a 7 out of 10. Other midfielder was, of course, Pedri. I'm going to give Pedri a 6 out of 10. I think that's a bit generous, to be honest. First half, I don't think he was that great. I think, the defensive part of his game was brilliant. He got into, a lot of tackles. Of course, the simple passes were great. It's just those passes that, break the line. He doesn't know how to, pass it. I don't really know how to say that, that pizzazz, when you just, place it perfectly. Of course, he has done that in the past. But in this game, that's something he definitely missed for sure. That's that final ball, just to put it on the play. He had that one for Griezmann in the first half. Of course, hit the post as well, so I'll give him credit for that. But I think his overall performance was definitely a 6 out of 10. Into the forwards now, we'll start with Antoine Griezmann. I'm going to give Griezmann a 6 out of 10. Again, just like everyone else basically so far, except for Lenglet, he was pretty average, did what he had to do, got involved in the play a lot in the attacking third, but didn't really have a shot in this game. I don't think he shot in this game at all. I don't remember him having a shot, but did he link up well with Pedri and Messi and Dembele, created the space for all the runners, made those dummy runs for Jordi Alba and all that sort of stuff. In the end, he was sacrificed in the 60th minute to bring on more attacking players like Braithwaite to be that number 9. Overall, I think he was definitely a 6 out of 10 for Antoine Griezmann. On the other wing was, of course, Ousmane Dembele. I'm going to give Dembele tonight a 7 out of 10. Now, I do think his performance probably, a 5.56 out of 10. For getting that winning goal, I'm going to give him a 7. His finishing on the day overall wasn't that good. Of course, he had that one where he absolutely skied it. When, Trincao and, Dest would be in space and he would decide to shoot it and get the shot blocked instead of passing it. That's something that he, didn't do well today. But, of course, this scored the winning goal. Of course, missed that big chance as well in the second half where, shot across from Messi. But, of course, it was a good save. Good shot from him as well. It was probably going in. But, of course, this scored the winning goal. So I'll give him full credit for that. But his performance on the night overall, I'm probably being a bit generous, but I would give him a 7 out of 10. And the final attacker was, of course, Leo Messi. I'm going to give Messi tonight a 8 out of 10. Thought he did well, of course. Free kicks, I thought he should have scored one of those free kicks. I think that second one he should have scored, but of course, hit the wall. I was pretty much hyping that up in my live stream that he should have scored that. But of course, did the Messi thing, got involved, made a creative space, made some plays, had, most of the chances of the game as well. Of course, carried the team on his back as usual, because if it wasn't for him, we probably wouldn't have gotten into those attacking positions for most of the game. So overall from Leo, 8 out of 10. Into the substitutions now, I believe the subs were Braithwaite, Trincao, Araujo, Ricky Puig, and Elias Moriba. Give them all 6 out of 10. I think Trincao did well when he came on. Braithwaite, did well as well. Moriba was that physical presence in the midfield. Ricky Puig, I thought he did very well when he came on for that 5 minutes. I think he should have came on way earlier because as we all know, he created that space for the young to make that cross. But overall, I'm going to give all the substitutions a 6 out of 10. And finally, the manager, Ronald Koeman. I'm going to give Koeman tonight 7.58 out of 10. First of all, starting lineup did go full strength against 16th place, but it looks like in the end that was the right decision because they just sat back, parked the bus, and did it very well. Substitutions I thought were very good. The only thing I criticized him for was bringing on Ricky Puig a bit earlier. I thought he would have opened up the play a bit more. And of course, he picked the 3 at the back that we all wanted. Didn't work, switched to the 4-3-3. Didn't work, switched to the 4-2-3-1, and that got us the winning goal. So he was very good today in his tactics, got everything spot on. The only thing I'm really locking him down for is that first half and, beginning a little bit of the second half performances. But overall, he did what he had to do, made all the subs, which were absolutely brilliant. Tactical changes in the game. When it didn't work, he kept on changing until he finds something that works. Overall from him, he gets a lot of credit from me. I'll probably give him an overall 8 out of 10. So that was my match review for Barcelona versus Real Valladolid. Hopefully you guys enjoyed it. If you did, make sure you leave a like. Let me know your thoughts down below, of course, on everything we discussed, but mainly, of course, I want to know your player ratings and your thoughts on the performance as well. And make sure you hit the subscribe button, and I'll see you guys next time on the channel. Big win today. Super happy. We're now 1 point off the top of the league. Going to that Clasico on Saturday. That's going to be an absolutely massive game. So I'll see you guys then. Take care, and Forza Barca.